What is up, Chicken Nuggets? Dr. Tyler Tarver here of Tarver Cards, and I want to tell you how we can fix eBay. I don't know, that was like the worst intro ever. This episode, I want to talk about how eBay could make its platform better for sports card collectors. Just a few different 3 tips to help fix eBay. Because right now, for a lot of collectors, it's like a botched Marvel timeline when the main bad guy, gets in a little bit of trubs. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and just talk about, first off, I'm going to say up front, eBay, we appreciate you being a platform that we can buy things on. That's great. And it doesn't mean they don't have positives, but you always want to look at where you are and see how can we make this better, okay? So you know the drill. eBay, it's like the lumbar system. It's like the backbone of the sports card world, but it's also can very, very often the cause of a lot of people's biggest frustrations with this hobby of sports card collecting. It is, you can say, it's where hobby dreams go to die. So I want to break down a couple of the big ways it can take a stand and move forward. And I think that we can very easily fix this. All right. If you want to be the true MJ of sports card sales, do what MJ did, and that's do better. Win. All right. Show us some wins. Okay. So I'm going to jump right in. Also, at any point, I'm going to name a few, but I would love in the comments for you to throw out some ideas on things they could do to make it better. I may be missing some really big ones. Toss them in. This is not going to be the last time I say, hey, eBay, try this, because I know eBay, they're big listeners of this brand new podcast with very few listeners, but throw them in the comments, any suggestions you have. So number one, and I feel like it's the most basic, and they did try this a little bit, but auto payment upon winning. Why does eBay let winning bidders flake out on you like that friend who forgets to bring their wallet? Okay, Venmo me. Oh, I didn't bring my phone either. It's like, I see you on your phone right now, okay? Shouldn't they just auto draft the payment like Netflix does every week? Like everybody auto pays, but you, eBay, as soon as you win, you should be able to pull it out. These people that are shill bidding their own items, if you auto pull it out, at least they have to sacrifice that like 10 to 13% of fees that you take. Okay, how can you fix this, eBay? Implement an auto payment that ensures these sellers get their money. Okay, you can also cut down on these shill bids and fake bidding wars. Okay, it weeds out the non-serious buyers more. Granted, they could still do it and take that hit, but let them keep taking those hits to the point where they don't list their cards. Okay, it's ruining it for the rest of us. You could also tie this in, like you're like, well, how are they going to do that? What if your bank tied into pre-authorization? Okay. If you ever use your credit card at a gas station, look at how much it doesn't go and just say, oh, we're going to pre-do. Because if you go in and you get gas, you're like, oh, sorry, the money's not there. It's like walking up with a check that bounces. Like they don't allow us accept checks at gas stations for a reason anymore. What it does, if you look at your account, whenever you go to a hotel or a gas station, they're going to take out, like they're going to reserve through your card a lot more money than you're actually going to take out. I think most gas stations do like $150 or $250 as their like pre-authorization before they let you start pumping gas, okay? Why can eBay not do the same thing? Is it too logical? Like, how many Uber rides do you go on where you're like, all right, I'm going to go on this Uber. It's before the ride that they check to make sure you have the money, and then they take the money out afterwards, okay? They're not the first company that would have to do this, all right? And I think I saw somebody, I think Stock and Trade said it. Go check him out. He had an awesome video. So it sparked me to want to talk about this. But in it, he mentions the reason that, because eBay tested this, the reason they backed out of doing it is because they said whenever you buy multiple items, it automatically took the money out and you couldn't combine shipping. I'm like, first off, how many auctions are people winning where they want to do that? Like, if you're going to do that, buy it now, put them in a cart, and then buy them. If you're winning on an auction, that $4 to $5 cost is worth it to fix this gaping hole in your system for sports card collectors. I'll tell you a company, this is not a plug. I mean, I guess it is a plug because they're doing something good. I'm going to shout it out, but this is not like they're not paying me to say this. Arena Club, you ever mess with Arena Club? I love Arena Club. I've collabed with them before. They have a place where you can have your cards in there and you can put them up for bid, for auction. And I threw up, when they first did it, I threw up a Wembanyama rookie card. And somebody won it for like, I don't know, 20 or 30 bucks. And whenever they won, it sat there for like 2 days and they didn't pay for it. And then guess what Arena Club did? After they didn't pay for it, they gave me my card back because Arena Club vaults it. So they had my card. They gave me my card back. And then they blocked that buyer. They blocked their account forever. They sent me a notification saying, we have now blocked this person from purchasing anything on Arena Club. There you go. At some point, these people are going to run out of email addresses to keep creating new accounts if you start blocking them for this stuff. Stand up for the sellers and also for the buyers so that I'm not getting like it's bidding up me and then I see it relisted 10 minutes later because that person either shill bidded their own stuff or someone did it and didn't buy it. I'm sick of the mess. Sorry, my kid bought it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Number 2, eBay, have a search system overhaul. We are at a point in technology where you can have better filters. There's better filters for buying shoes than sports cards from what I've seen. Whenever I go in and search for an SGC 10 Jordan Poole gold out of 10, I don't need raw cards, all this other stuff, random, like, can you not sort it and then give me suggested after that? It's like your algorithm, TikTok is selling. It's got the best algorithm in the world. It's either, I don't know, selling or being shut down. Can you buy like 10% of their algorithm? Please buy that. I don't need, when I search for Jordan Poole gold, to have George Foreman grills pop up. Like, get better at that. Have category specific. I'm sorry, I'm like yelling at eBay right now. I'm going to slow down. Have category specific. I'm sorry, I just realized how I was talking. I'm so sorry. I record way too many YouTube videos and I talk too loud. Have category specific filters that are tailored for sports cards. Like Fanatics Collect, they have a pretty good filter where you can search. Back when I was trying to chase my top 75 NBA player, I could sort NBA player, I could sort autograph, and then I was able to just go through and click and see a bunch of those. It's, I think, a little better at that. Also, less clicks to get to sold items and tracking sales. Like, how do we do that? I'm sorry if I'm throwing that in. But make it easier to pinpoint different cards and then see their values across grading companies and if they're raw. And I know that takes a little bit more for the people listing it, but also I think eBay could do a better job of filtering those out, okay? It would be almost like some sort of swipe system maybe, where you can have these cards and you could swipe left on certain commons and then pick the card that you want, like parallel or whatever. Help me tag cards into categories. And then I know they've tested stuff where you can click and see the trends, but honestly, it's like 40% of those are not correct. Like Card Ladder is better, in my opinion, at being definite on the card, but they don't have near the inventory of cards in there that I think eBay could have. Like, that would just be better. Okay. Number 3, and I think this will be great. Can they be more helpful with customer service? Why does it feel like I'm calling AT&T and trying to get them to lay fiber at my house every time I try to get something fixed with eBay? Okay. Quick story. I'm working on, this is a baseball version because I've got like 3 or 4 of these, but here's the baseball version of the 96 credentials. I'm collecting that whole set. Oh, I got one of those. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh no, where are you, little buddy? Oh my gosh, did somebody steal it? Where's my Jordan card? I have a Michael Jordan. Yo, here it is. Gosh, that scared me for a second. Sorry. So this right here, I'm trying to collect this entire set. I only have a Kobe left. He's the last card I have. 1996 EX credentials, okay? When I was buying and I was just starting, I was snagging every one of them that I could across the internet. There was an overseas seller that had 4 of them, and I won all 4 on bids, combined the shipping, and had them shipped. And I look up and I'm like checking my purchase. I'm like, I still don't remember those cards coming in because I'd remember 4 of those cards came in into one package because I'm trying to knock out this list. And I'm like passing on other ones that have come up because I'm like, I already purchased it. I marked it off my list. And then I look up and it's been like 25 days since those cards have come in. I'm like, what is going on? They're like, oh, they didn't reply for a while. And then they were like, I'm sorry, we shipped it. And I can't find it anywhere. I can't track it, nothing. And I go in and I ask eBay, they're like, takes 30 days. I'm like, why am I having to go to all this trouble to track down something I paid money for on your platform? You took your fee. They got their money. Like, why am I the one doing it? Make it more helpful. When I try to reach out for customer service, I'm just submitting stuff into a system. I don't want, it's the same frustration I have anytime I have an issue with PSA stuff. Like, you're just throwing it out into the ether, hoping some person has pity on you and helps you. Like, make it better. Like, this is a $1 billion, I'm making this up, $1 billion industry. It's got to be a $1 billion industry, collectibles on eBay. It is a huge industry on eBay. Why do you not have a department that handles this specifically? This is it is one of the few industries that all runs through you and you're the main person. Why can you not do better? That's my opinion. Break it out, keep a department, clean it up, and make it something that is easy. Honestly, I wish they'd make their own app for this. Like, that'd make it so much easier. Make your own app for eBay collectibles or eBay sports cards or eBay cards. Like, make it to where it's its own thing. Like YouTube Kids, it's got its own thing, its own app, but you can still find it in the main app. Why can't you do that and help me organize my collection? Because you are the biggest buyer and seller of sports cards in the world. Why can you not put a little bit of effort into doing this? Sorry, I'm not trying to bash eBay. I think they do a lot of things great, but this is a how can you do better? And I'm sorry I'm coming in hot. You're probably like, money. That's why we're not doing it, and that's all we care about. Yeah, sure, that's how businesses work, and on me for wishing better. So those are my thoughts. I'd love to know the thoughts in the comments of what you think eBay could do better, little frustrations you have to help them be a better platform. And if you don't go to eBay as your first place, where do you go? Where do you go to buy and sell sports cards more often on the internets? So thank you guys so much for listening. So far, sorry for yelling at eBay. I should have started this thing with like, this podcast is for eBay and eBay only. So if you're not, keep swiping. So thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys. Sorry I came in hot, but you know, in the summer you come in hot because that's how the weather is. Y'all be good, stay kind, and never stop collecting. Later. Bye-bye.